There was one time from going from work over to school, I was on my bike and I was late, so I was just like, whatever, I'm just gonna eat and bike. So I was like eating and biking going down to school. Just like I had a full plate. I was eating pizza. That's what I was eating.
You were cutting it too and everything.
Yeah, I put the ranch. I had the ranch right here, just for the ranch, just biking down the street, just eating pizza. It's pretty good. I love pizza. I remember I really started getting into biking because we would go from our house to the marina and just bike all the marina, and I kind of just like doing it just because it was like a fun like father-son thing to do with all of us. I built 3 bikes this year. My first one was a town commuter. Second one was more of like a low-angle touring bike that I made so I could work for Caviar. But like the fixed gear is kind of like my fun bike. The one I could just take anywhere, do anything with. It has no brakes, so it's kind of like a sense of freedom. Like I'm connected with my bike. If I move, the bike moves. And me and the bike are kind of like one whole unit. It was more of like a fun project for myself because I wanted to feel what it's like to ride a fixed gear, and I finally had the tools to do it. I gathered up all the parts, put it all together, made sure that everything's like nice and clean. I've been riding it ever since. This thing is a 2015 Chinelli Vigorelli Collida with a parallax fork. All that means is just the fork came from a different frame with different paint. My bike right now is actually pretty dirty. There's like a bunch of dirt. I tried to take out most of it, but I actually took this bike on a gravel path over by Hayward, something like that. I rode from Oakland to Alameda down to Union City and back to Hayward. Riding a fixed gear means you ride with a fixed gear cog, which means you pedal forward, your wheel goes forward, you pedal backwards, your wheel goes backwards. And the only way to stop is really by backpedaling. I've had a few injuries here and there. Most of them haven't really mattered. I've been scratched up here and there. I chipped the tip of a tooth once, but the worst one has to be where I tore a ligament in my shoulder. I was out of biking for about a month and a half. I couldn't work for about a week. What happened was I was biking down the Mission. It was night, it was very dark, and I didn't have my lights on. And so I hit a pothole that I couldn't see. I flipped over the handlebars going at a pretty high speed, landed on my shoulder, and separated the shoulder from the socket, pulling apart ligament. So this is Pedal Revolution. We're located on 21st and South Van Ness on 21st Street. This is where I work. We do bike repairs, sell bikes, used, new. You didn't grease up the forehead or anything?
I'm doing a documentary on Daniel and his bike for my class.
Out of all the subjects in the world.
Yeah, this is Joel. He's our old guy. So back here are all the workbenches. Work on bikes, do estimates, and all sorts of stuff. Build the bikes, build a bear. Over here, these are our box bikes. They're bikes that need to be built. Wall of accessories. Some of my favorite stuff to introduce customers to. Wheel locks. These prevent stealing wheels, which are the most expensive thing to replace on a bike. Lights, saddles, bags, rack, rear rack. Most of our handlebars, not all of them. If you buy a bike from us, accessories are 10% off for the first month. As Pedal Rev tradition goes, I get to tally up another one on the board. So this is our sales board. We record every sale we make. So this is me, Daniel Mejia. I get to mark off my 10th sale, which means Steve, my boss and general manager, owes me lunch. I think you should call this 49-14.
What is that?
That's my gear ratio. I have 49 chain ring in the front, 49 teeth, and 14 tooth in the back. It's what keeps me going.